Hello, my name is Daniel and I am one of your woodwind instructors here at Sage Music. Today I want to show you how to put your mouthpiece and reed together. So go ahead, go get your instrument. Let's put that mouthpiece together. Alright, so let's begin. The first thing that you want to do is get your reed out of the plastic cover. Alright? The next thing, you're going to go ahead and put it in your mouth. Let it soak for a few moments. In the meantime, we can go ahead and put our instrument together. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, look at that. Already assembled. Let's go ahead and put our mouthpiece and reed together. All right, so after assembling your clarinet, you want to make sure that you are holding the clarinet from the barrel with your less dominant hand. All right. This golden part right here is called the ligature. We want to make sure that the ligature screw is pretty loose so we can move it up and down the mouthpiece. Okay, and now with the reed from taking it out of your mouth from soaking, you want to make sure to hold it from this darker shade. This is called the bark of the reed, and we want to avoid touching the vamp area, which is the opposite side of the bark. This is the very fragile part of the reed, so we don't want to try to damage it in any other way. So getting the reed from the bark, you're going to go ahead and push the ligature up with your less dominant thumb and place and slide the reed down. Now, the flat part of the reed and the flat part of the mouthpiece are going to be the sides you match together, okay? Now go ahead and just putting that in there. Now, getting a little bit closer, you want to make sure that the tip of the reed leaves a little bit of a hair thin black from the mouthpiece. You can see a little bit better when I put my fingers around here. But that seems like a really good distance from the bottom. Okay. So after that, just make sure that the reed is straight up and down. Once that's correct, go ahead and slide the ligature down. Now you want to make sure that the ligature is aligned with the start of the bark, that different shade, which is also the end of the vamp. It looks like my ligature might be a little crooked, so let me fix that real quick. All right, so now once that's all set, we're gonna go ahead and screw it in, and you want to make sure that you don't put a lot of pressure, just enough where you feel a little back. All right, and that's how you put it together. Now, taking the mouthpiece apart. So the first thing you want to do is unscrew the ligature. Again, you don't want to unscrew it too much where the screw comes off, but just enough where you can move the ligature up and down. Once that is, go ahead and move the reed from the less dominant thumb, push it upwards, and again, try to grab where the darker shade bark area is. And once you have that, go ahead and place your reed back into your plastic cover. And now this next part, we really want to be careful with swabbing the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece is very fragile, especially with this weighted part. Now, when you put it in, gently put it in through and then let it slide all the way down. And then you're going to go ahead and just pull softly as you're pulling the string from the swab, just so it can get all that condensation that builds it up. You want to do that maybe twice. Once that's done, then you can go ahead and disassemble it. All right, so now that your clarinet's disassembled, you can go ahead and leave your ligature on the mouthpiece as you put the mouthpiece in the mouthpiece cap. You can store your clarinet just like this and it'll be all a-okay. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new today. Have fun practicing.